Most of us don't realise how over-reliant we've become on our everyday smartphone. I know most people would rather... Oh yeah.
Sorry, no, you're right.
No, start again.
Most people become over-reliant.
Most people haven't realised how over-reliant they've become on their smartphone. It's not just a tool used these days for emergencies. I think many people falsely make themselves believe that they're low-end users of mobiles, when in fact they're glued to them. You know, they drop off their children. There's an inclination to pick up the phone and to check the messages, and you've just parted with it for 3 minutes from between home and the preschool. You arrive at work, I've got to check the messages as I'm walking down to my office. And the excuse that's often used is that I'm trying to capture and become more productive during my work life, and so that I don't have a bank up of messages at night to filter through when I go home. But actually what they do is they go home and they filter through even more messages, and then they get up in the middle of the night because they hear the phone buzz and they're within arm's length distance of the phone, and they'll pick it up, wake up, look at the phone, respond in the middle of the night, and then go back to sleep. We are living a 24-hour cycle these days. The world has become an always-on, always-connected online world, global world. We haven't been able to distinguish the boundaries between our home life very well and our work life. Many employers know this, and so they provide free smartphones and free laptops to their workforce because they know they will get more productivity out of them during the working week, even the weekend. So we're expected in this world to somehow carry on with our everyday relationships as well as be always connected. Somebody submitted an article to me at IEEE Technology and Society magazine and said it was a hopeless situation one morning when I walked into an Indian cafe, and this husband and wife were there sitting at the table. The husband's phone rang, he answered it, he was on the phone, and while the wife was looking at the husband, on the phone, she took out her phone and started interacting with her messages because she felt ignored. Their food arrived, they ate it while they were texting and talking. At the end, they finished their meal, the husband got off the phone, the wife put her phone back in the purse, they got up and left. What kind of interaction is occurring at that point? None. Not with one another in the physical space. We are almost stuck in the online world and cannot distinguish between the offline and online world, even when we are in the presence of other people. Personally, I know at times when I've been working at home on my laptop, trying to finish off an editorial for a pressing deadline, my children will come up and chat to me and I'll respond to them. And they say, "Mum, you're not listening, Mum. Close the screen." And I say, 5 minutes, I'm almost done. Just give me 5 minutes. I know you're really hungry. They come back in 5 minutes. "Mum, we want to eat." I say to the kids, "I'm sorry, I'll be with you in 5 minutes." In effect, something like 20 minutes has gone by. By that time, the children are so hungry that they'll come over to the keyboard and start pressing the keys in order to make me make a mistake, fear of deletion of a particular editorial I've been working on, or just get off the computer. That reality for that split second that I'm engaged in an online activity, or even on a computer, it doesn't have to be online, is in a virtual space, for example. My head is in that editorial. My children are at my side, but I can't distinguish between the two. And the more imminent is that which I'm engaging with on the screen than that which is in the physical space. That is a dilemma that is, I think, pervading most homes these days. And somehow families are keeping up with taking their kids, if they have kids, by the way, taking their kids to sports, to other afternoon activities, in amongst this jostling of time between the internet, the smartphone, and a laptop computer.